Welcome to What's in the Bag Sunday edition. My name's Will. Yesterday I went to a couple yard sales real close to my house in the morning, and then I traveled over to a local thrift store and picked up a couple things. I'm going to show you what's in the bag, what I found yesterday. Not a great day, but I picked up some good things that I'm always on the lookout for. And I want to start by talking about what's not in the bag. I did manage to pick up a couple Sony, a boom box and a little smaller boom box at the yard sales I went to yesterday. Each of these Sonys I got for $5. The first one is a CD tape deck, CFD S350. It tested out, everything works on it. Does not have the remote to it, but these go for $50 to $100. Now, part of that shipping, I see shipping going from $20 to $30. People are selling the units for $30 to $60, so you're looking at around $90 shipped on this. Maybe a little less without the remote. Yesterday I said I don't mess with larger items. I guess I lied, because I do. I do look for Sony stuff all the time. The last Sony thing I sold just recently was a pick from the Goodwill bins. It was under the cabinet kitchen unit CD mount, and that sold out of getting it after getting it from the bins for I think $1 or $2. It sold for over 40. The second Sony I got is I like this one. It's got the equalizer. It's got everything. Tape deck does not work. I tested it. That's kind of the problem with some of these older Sonys. The tape deck, the rollers go. I don't know how to repair them, but people still buy these units without the tape deck working. CD works fine. It even came with a great Destiny Giovanni CD if you're into Destiny Giovanni. But just these detachable speakers alone can sell for $40. So at $5, I can't lose on a Sony, and I'm happy with it. So moving on to one of my thrift finds yesterday, this Columbia XXL Omni Heat jacket. I picked this up for $6. I did list it last night while I was watching football out here. I put it up for $60. So 6 in the 60s, not that bad. Moving on to what's in the bag today. You know, like I said, not a lot of great items. A couple things I'll go through. Maybe there's some strategy in this bag. There's some be on the lookouts in this bag, and there's just some good things to have in your inventory in this bag. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get started. The first yard sale I stopped at was a huge yard sale. They had tons of boxes. I was with my son. I didn't spend a whole lot of time going through there because you know how it is with kids. But I had a box with a bunch of Boston Red Sox stuff in there, and I went through the box and I found this hat. It's a Cooperstown collection hat, $39.30 with a tag on it. I looked these hats up. They go for like $15 to $20 with the tag. So I'll sell it new because it's got the sticker. It hasn't been worn. So nice looking Boston Red Sox hat. I don't like the Red Sox, but whatever. And you know, for $1, oops, my bag fell. We'll keep rolling. Found this license plate for $1 to go with that hat, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lot out this Boston Red Sox stuff. The third Boston Red Sox item I found, which I didn't know really what it was. It's a baseball with a case and an autograph. I should say didn't know who it was because it has a number 19 in there, and I thought it was an MK, and I couldn't think of any Boston Red Sox names with an MK. So I searched online for Boston Red Sox players that wore the number 19. Still no luck. So then I tried my other option is I posted to a Facebook group, hey, whose ball is this? And they quickly came back with an answer. It does not start with an M, it starts with a G. The player's name is Gabe Kapler. He's not a popular player, journeyman guy, but kind of like a utility player guy for a bunch of different teams in the 90s and late 90s, 2000s, I believe. What his balls go for a couple of them on eBay. There's only like 2 comps, $10 and $20, I think. Excuse me. This ball does not have a COA, but I'm not worried about that because nobody's gonna fake a Gabe Kapler autograph. I'm gonna lock this stuff up, sell all 3 for $30 to $40, turn $3 into $40 probably. You know, the buyer, you know, could be a Boston Red Sox fan, or you know, a friend of a Boston Red Sox fan who gets it from a gift or something like that. And so I'll lot that stuff and I'll sell it together. One of the things I do is, you know, when I lot stuff up, if I have something else laying around, I'll even throw it in there as a surprise for the buyer. So I always, you know, if I can, you know, hook a buyer up with a little something extra with their purchase. You know, nothing crazy, but if I run into like a Boston Red Sox keychain or pin or something, you know, I would throw that in there. So just sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you give the buyers a little bit extra than what they buy. You know, keep your feedback up. This next item is a Duluth cotton shirt, XL long tail shirt. Usually I don't buy Duluth stuff singles. Normally I run into Duluth shirts like 2 or 3 on a rack or something like that, and I'll grab them all. I just grabbed this to grab some, I guess, yesterday. I don't really know why, but they do sell for, you know, $10 to $12. But that's why I like lotting them up. I like to get like 2 or 3 of them and put them together. And then what I do is I roll them up like this and stick them in a padded flat rate mailer. That way you can get 2, maybe 3 of them in there. And you know, you sell 2 or 3, you know, $2 shirts. You sell them for $20, $30, and you get your money's worth out of the shipping by bundling them up. Next thing I got was from a yard sale. It's a Bob Marley beanie. This beanie, I looked it up. It's one of the official ones. It's a Zion Roots Wear beanie. So it's not one of the knockoff flea market types. It is a Bob Marley company beanie. So these go new on eBay for $18. I think I could probably get $10 or $12 off of this. I got it, you know, I was laying on a blanket on the ground. Got it for $1, so we'll see. I guess the next thing, and this is what I talk about, it's good having in your inventory. A lot of resellers already know this. It's a ink cartridge, and it doesn't have the box, but it is sealed. And these ink cartridges do sell fast if you got a particular, you know, brand that's sought after. Some of the lesser brands or just black ink cartridges might not be the best to sell, but they usually all sell. So just you know, do your research, look up the numbers, see what's out there right now for sale, see how many is sold. If you get a good ratio, chances are your ink cartridge you pick up is going to sell within a day or 2. It's going to sell pretty quick. This ink cartridge I paid for $1 at the yard sale yesterday. It'll go for $15, maybe $20, I don't know, but it'll go pretty quick. So that's the point, getting stuff that'll move quick. And toner cartridges, you know, I haven't run into a ton of this stuff lately. I don't know if it's just gained popularity or everybody knows about it already, but it seems like now I don't find as many ink cartridges or toner cartridges I used to always find them in the thrift stores, but they're getting a little more scarce to find. Moving on, I bought a bag of remotes from the yard sale for 75 cents. I knew there was some beat up looking remotes in here, but the reason why I bought this bag of remotes is because there's a Sony remote in here that I seen. Mostly all Sony remotes will sell, it's just a matter of how much. I know there's a particular Sony remote out there that looks like a flip phone that could go from $50 to $100. I've bought one of those before and sold it. So Sony stuff is out there, Sony remotes. I go to the auctions from time to time, and sometimes I can run into a box of remotes at the auction, you know, pay $5, $6 and just go through them, grab all the Sonys. And other brands sell also. You just got to look them up. and you never know what you'll find with the remotes. So I always like to have remotes in my inventory. I always buy remotes. Anytime I see them, I just snatch them. Now, you know, some of the lesser known brands probably aren't going to sell, but just look in there. If you're going to get some Sonys, you're going to be all right. The first remote in the bag is a Vizio remote. Vizio is another remote that will sell pretty quick. Lots of people have Vizios. Lots of people lose their remotes. They don't want to go buy the $3 Walmart universal remote and spend all day programming it. They'd rather just look on eBay, get their factory model remote, and be done with it. So this remote is not going to draw a huge money. It's only going to be like a $7 remote. But when this remote sells, we've already bought this bag of remotes. So that's a pretty decent one. Here I got a Dynex remote. It's probably, I'm not even gonna, or it's got a D, I don't know if it's Dynex or what, but I'm not even gonna mess with this one. I'm not gonna waste my time with it. So, whatever. Oops, sorry, missed. So here's the Sony remote that I found. I did look this one up. It's got the serial numbers on the bottom. Anytime you find a Sony remote, just look at the serial numbers on the bottom and look at your sold comps and find out what you can get. Just search the model number. This one is RMSS450. So see what you can get for it. I got another remote here. This is a Magnavox remote. Not a ton of luck with selling Magnavox remotes. Probably will look this one up just to see if it's any good. I don't know yet. But this is a Magnavox NB677. A lot of Magnavox, not that great, but you never know, so just check it out. Got a phone jack, worthless phone jack in here. I won't do nothing with that. Throw that one away. And then we got a broken remote, nothing on it, no name on it. Top's broken, see the little lights. So I won't do anything with that remote. And that's it. Oh, some kind of adapter in there. So there you go. Things to look for, things that you could find, remotes, ink cartridges, Sony, old, outdated boom boxes, so anything Sony. It's good stuff to have in your inventory, stuff that's going to turn over. So that pretty much does it for today. Thanks for checking it out. Please, like the video, share it. But good seeing you. Take care.